sẽ chịu mọi trách nhiệm phát sinh trong những trường hợp của khám chữa bệnh, trong những trường hợp khẩn cấp, và người nhà cũng không còn được một cái lựa chọn nào khác. Đấy thì đây là câu chuyện. Thì tiện đây thì tôi xin hỏi luôn dạ cho các cơ sở y tế ở đây. Xin hỏi giáo sư Gary Kiechan về cái câu hỏi trước khi sử dụng AI ở bên Singapore có hỏi bệnh nhân là bệnh nhân có muốn dùng AI không? Vâng. Thế nếu bệnh nhân, sự đồng ý của bệnh nhân về việc sử dụng AI có là cái căn cứ để giải phóng trách nhiệm của bệnh viện nếu dùng AI và xâm phạm đến tính mạng và sức khỏe hay không ạ?
Professor Gary Chan, can you hear the question?
I believe that's a question for me.
Yes.
That is, this is a case, a question concerning whether the doctor should let the patient know whether he's using AI. Right?
No.
As I mentioned,
no. The question is like this. Yeah. The situation is there is an emergency, and the doctor must decide to make the operation. Yeah, and the surgery and then in Vietnam, the practice is the hospital would ask the patient or his people to sign the letter, an agreement to waive the liabilities, whatever, for the doctor. So the question is whether this apply the same in Singapore. If this is such an agreement, whether it can still waive the negligence or the liability for the doctor.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for the clarification. I think for such a case, since you say it's emergency, right? Normally what happens is it's an emergency and you can't get the consent of the patient to the surgery, let's say with the use of AI. Then the question is, is the doctor able to get consent from the proxy, maybe some next of kin of the patient, to the surgery? If it's not practical, because of the shortness of time, it's an emergency, right? Then the doctor will not be liable if he proceeds with it. Yeah, he won't be liable because he did not tell the patient about the use of AI and proceeds with the surgery, because it's an emergency situation. I hope I addressed the issue.
No, it's a bit different. Because if let's say the patients or the family of the members of the patient have signed the agreement because of emergency, there is no choice, and they sign that so that they can do something for the patients. Yeah, if not, they will not do anything. In Vietnam, this is a practice. Yeah, so Dr. Ngọc raised the question whether it is the same in Singapore. Right?
We don't have this practice.
You don't have?
Yeah, you don't have this particular practice to waive, because we have a common law principle as just in case of emergency. So there's no need to get a particular patient to waive it specifically.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So actually, this is another question for you.
Okay.
Okay, so scholar have two questions for you, Professor Chan. The first question from the place Esquire. In the US, the US courts will or would properly view AI-based technology as pure informational. Liability will be entirely up to the physician who chooses to rely or not rely on the technology. For example, if a doctor makes an incorrect judgment on information from a book, the patient cannot successfully sue the author of that book. Similarly, if a doctor acts on the incorrect information provided by the AI, the patient will not be able to sue the programmer. How to compare with the Singapore? And please share your view with us. And the second question from another attendee. Usually the final decision depends on doctor's order. So if the doctor don't want to use AI, but the patient still insists using AI, the doctor has to follow to save the patient, but the AI damaged the patient. In this case, the doctor without specializing in AI still hold the legal liability or not. Thank you.
Okay, I'll try my best to answer both questions. I think they are very good questions. Thanks a lot. So for the first one, it's a case if the doctor makes an incorrect judgment, right? Yes. After getting the recommendation from the AI. So then the question is, incorrect judgment. Does it mean that the doctor is negligent? Right? That means based on the fact that he knows, maybe you should have known that it's a wrong AI recommendation, but maybe he was careless and then he made a wrong judgment and patient suffers injuries. So in such a case, I think the doctor would be liable if it causes an injury. Then the question is whether the sorry, can I see the question again? I see on the screen now. The main question I think is whether you can sue the AI developer or manufacturer. Is he just providing information? Right? Let me see where I can see the question. I can see it now. I think in Singapore it's not so straightforward to say that he's just providing information. Because ultimately we have a patient who suffers injuries. Right? And in Singapore it's based on fault. So can we point to any fault of the AI in giving the wrong recommendation? I think based on your scenario, it's more likely that the patient will succeed in suing the doctor if the doctor had been careless. But I think the chances of being able to sue the AI manufacturer is lower, but I would say it's 0 chance. Reason is this, because it's about the duty of care. It is possible in giving wrong information, the AI developer had made a mistake to be negligent. But should he owe a duty of care to the patient when actually the information is provided to the doctor? That's the question. So sometimes if the developer has a contract with a hospital that provides this AI system, it's just meant for the doctor's view or doctor to decide that it doesn't assume any responsibility to the patient. I think if so, this is a good indicator to absolve the developer from any liability. It's one indicator, but it may not be conclusive. I hope I've answered that. Any other points before I go to the second question? If not, I'll go on.
It's clear.